Well, Donald Trump is in Washington right now running through his achievements for his first 100 days of his second term. But there's something else he wants to achieve before his time is up: acquiring Greenland. It'll no doubt be the spark that sets off the economic forum in Davos, where the US president is heading next. Joining us live now is Rasmus Jarlov, the Danish MP for the Conservative People's Party. Rasmus, it's good to have you with us this morning, evening your time. So Donald Trump, he seems determined to acquire Greenland. Is there any chance, even a sliver, in your view, that you'd give it up?
No chance whatsoever. It's never going to happen. We're not going to hand over people and land to the Americans just because they think they need it. They have absolutely no justification for it. There is nothing from Greenland that threatens the United States, and Denmark and Greenland have never done anything to the Americans that can justify this. So no chance whatsoever. And from there, it's up to the Americans how much of a confrontation this is going to turn into. Right. I expect that it will turn into quite a bit of a confrontation because the American president seems very determined, and it's difficult to get the Americans to explain to us what they actually need up there. If they would talk to us about specific needs, if they have mining projects that they want to do, or if they need another military base, they already have one. The door is wide open for discussions of that kind. But handing over sovereignty and 57,000 citizens of Denmark that definitely don't want to be Americans, we just can't do that.
Rasmus, just entertain this question. What would change? If the US were to buy or acquire Greenland, what would change?
Well, I mean, the entire Western alliance will break down because you cannot be in an alliance with someone that treats you like an enemy and tries to take your territory. That's actually why we have the alliance, to be protected from something like that. So I think it'd be really difficult to see if anyone will want to stay in that alliance. And we would, of course, ask NATO countries to come and protect us. And then we'll be that would be the end of NATO, probably. But if you disregard all of that and just look at actually if the Americans did acquire Greenland, what would they get that they don't have today? Nothing, really, because they already have full military access. We have a defense agreement that allows them to have as many troops up there as they want. And they also have access to do mining. If they want to put up the investments, they're more than welcome. Greenland has been looking for international investors for decades without finding any, because it's quite expensive to extract minerals under Arctic conditions. Huh. But they would get a whole lot of expenses that they don't have today, because today Denmark pays a lot of the expenses in Greenland. We pay for the defense up there. And the Americans have access free of charge that they use. They don't use it that much, but they're more than welcome to come more.
Sure. So what if it's, aside from that, though, let's say it's not forceful. Let's say it's a peaceful surrender in the form of a transaction. And in the words of Don Corleone, the US makes an offer that is too good to refuse from Denmark's point of view. I mean, is there any likelihood of that?
No, not at all. The Greenlanders are crystal clear. They do not want to become part of the United States. They don't want to become Americans. They don't want to be governed by the Americans. They are not for sale, and they don't want to be sold. And Denmark is not going to sell Greenland. That would be against everything we stand for, just to sell people. I mean, it's a form of slavery that you just don't do. You just don't sell people off to someone else. It's part of our country. It's a self-governing region of Denmark. And of course, we have an obligation to protect them and to keep our kingdom together. Greenland has belonged to Denmark since 1380, so for 650 years. So it's not something we just give away.